Greetings gamers, I'm your cyber games mentor, reviewing various games that are available on your Android or other mobile device. We'll be looking at action games, strategy games, and everything in between. So sit back and relax and enjoy the review. Today we're playing on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus. Now this tablet has a 12.4-inch Quad HD screen. The processor is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 with 8 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage. The battery is a 10,900 milliamp hour battery, and it was released in 2022. Greetings gamers, it's your Cyber Games Mentor with another mobile gaming review, and today we're looking at War Thunder Mobile. War Thunder Mobile is by Gaijin Distribution KFT. It's rated E for everyone. Now, War Thunder is, if you're not aware, is a free-to-play vehicular combat multiplayer game. And there is the tanks mode and the aerial mode. Now, the original War Thunder was released for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, PS4, Xbox One, all that in 2012. So War Thunder itself has been around for a long time and goes head to head with World of Warplanes or World of Tanks. Kind of goes head to head with them. But this game we have boats, we have planes, and we have tanks. Now, War Thunder Mobile is available for iOS. So if you have an Apple device or an Android device, if you have Android 10. Now, the value added or the unique selling point of War Thunder as a game is you get to choose from all of these different vehicles. There are so many hundreds of vehicles, maybe even thousands of vehicles that you can choose from nations all over the world. So if you play long enough, you will be able to find your favorite tank, your favorite jet, or favorite boat. And it's pretty cool. The action is pretty good. Now, it's a cross-platform type engine that's being used, so you're going to be able to play against a lot of different people, a lot of opportunities to play this game and engage with other players around the world, or at least in your country. So now this game, it is like arcadey, and this player versus player multiplayer online combat, and it's arcadey, but it's a little more strategic than some of the other games out there, and the depictions of the vehicles are a little more realistic. Though it leans arcade, it's a little more realistic. And I say that because the pace of the game, you just can't run at 80 miles an hour and shoot continuously. There's more of a strategic type kind of feel to the game. It leans simulation, it balances simulation and arcade, in my opinion. But those authentic military vehicles, I think, is what's going to bring you in, and the various equipment that is available. So as always, when we start a review, I talk about the graphics. The graphics are going to be the first thing that you see, and honestly, the graphics here are very good. On my device, I was getting a solid like 30 frames a second. I know people want more frames per second. more FPS. I get that, I understand, but the game was highly playable as it was. You know, I'm playing on a Galaxy Tab S8 Plus. The new tab is available. You might get better performance on a newer device. This is like a model that's maybe a year or two old. So maybe if you have a different device, you get different results. I was pleased with the results that I was getting at the time that I was playing this game. Now there were a few little bugs here and there, but nothing too egregious. And I think that the team that produces the game are gonna stomp some of those out. So graphics, I like the graphics. I think they really make these different vehicles shine really well. And you know, the environments look pretty slick. The weapon sounds sound cool. You know, it's pretty fun. I'll be honest with you, it's a pretty fun game. As far as the gameplay goes, it is slower paced and leans more simulation. So you have to be strategic. You have to think about moves a little bit ahead. Your inputs don't happen instantly. Like when you turn your tank or you turn your vehicle, especially if you're turning your tank, it takes a second to turn, or half a second to turn. If you're changing directions, it takes time to do that because it's trying to simulate, you know, a couple of ton vehicle turning on treads. Does it 100% accurately depict that? No, but it kind of slows it down just a little bit. And that took some getting used to. I'll be honest with you. It took some getting used to do that for me, because I was expecting something a little more arcadey, a little more fast-paced. It does have speed, but it's not instant, so you have to get used to that. I also, I was able to play with my controller, and I use an Xbox controller, Xbox One controller on my tablet, and that increased my enjoyment of the game exponentially. Using the triggers, using the face buttons to fire, to do special moves and things like that, really increased my enjoyment of the game. I always, if I'm playing on my tablet, I want the option to play using a controller. Because, you know, my screen's a little bit bigger. Especially, you know, I love the Samsung tablets in particular because they do have that DeX mode where you can connect to your television. And people ask me, why do you play on a tablet? Because I can simulate a console experience a lot of times. Not every time. Some games, they don't show up right. Some games don't support a controller. And that's fine. But a lot of games do. And this is one of them. And because of that, I'm going to give this game a few more points because of that. It gives so many different players the ability to find their preference. And I think that's important, to give players options. And playing with the controller is a good option for me. So if you can... Do I recommend War Thunder? I do recommend War Thunder. You know, playing with the different vehicles, the different tanks, the different planes, the different ships, all that kind of stuff was so fun. And there were so many people playing online when I played, so that was great too. I didn't play with my headphones, so and I thought it sounded fun. It sounded fine in that regard. So you may want to use your headphones when you play as well. I'm gonna give this game a 7.5 out of 10 because there are a few like glitches, and I'm sure that type of thing is going to be ironed out as the game matures and the developers, find those glitches, find those problems and fix them. And I think that's going to happen. And I think a lot of people are going to be playing this game, so take the opportunity to get good before that. But yeah, 7.5 out of 10. I think it's good. I think you should download it and give it a try. I think because it leans to be a little more simulation heavy, some people are going to... I needed to take a moment to get accustomed to that. I think a lot of other people will too. Give it a try. Thank you, gaming hobbyist and enthusiast, for watching this review. Please follow us on social media so you can see when we have reviews available. And also, if you'll be so kind as to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, Cyber Games Mentor thanks you and appreciates you, and I hope you have a gamerific day.